I already know that I made several videos in regards to this topic, specifically in regards to how young men feel disenfranchised or disillusioned with society, and there is a very big. It's gotten to the point where it's just it's all a lot of people can talk about in regards to young men. Hell, it's so bad that the Democratic Party is losing voters amongst young men. And it doesn't matter what demographic it is. It's whether it be white, although that is the most prevalent, definitely African American and Latino as well. Just to name a few. Overall, they're losing a lot of support amongst young men. And they kind of have themselves to blame, considering the fact that they are in this whole woke ideology of just bashing everything masculine and considering the toxic masculinity. And being all gung-ho with feminism, bashing the patriarchy, identity politics, everything under the sun, which is connected to the woke ideology. And again, the Democrats have themselves to blame with this. But nonetheless, this still does not address the issue of why a lot of young men feel this way, and not just with the Democratic Party, just within society as a whole. And I'm not making this video to help the Democratic Party win elections because, well, for one, I'm a Republican and I don't want the Democrats to win, especially considering that they're left-wing and I'm right-wing. Number two, this is the video. I'm making this video specifically for people who actually want to help young men. Not learn how to talk to them, but actually listen to young men and their problems. And to even try to get them back into society, to be more proactive, to actually be able to be contributing people to society. And here's the thing. It basically revolves around three things. And I'm going to be also mentioning some issues in regards to my life as well, because I definitely get where a lot of men are coming from. And in some way, I definitely feel the same pinch, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I would classify myself entirely of just being dissatisfied with overall society. Because I will explain that very soon. The first issue is the fact that we want a home. We want property. And we actually want to be kind of like our parents. We want our own house. We want our own land. We want to be able to be responsible for that plot of land, because it's not just a sense of responsibility or agency. And in fact, I would even argue that it's much more in regards to independence than even driving a car. Although, to be fair, that does help. I remember not really having a car, and I just had to take the bus all the time. It was very, very bad. But overall, we really want our own place. Because that is our own legacy. We want to leave something behind. We want something that is ours, completely ours, under our name. And when I hear a lot of people, especially in regards to the fact that they try to offer the idea of apartments, I don't think you really understand, because apartments, those are spaces that you rent. It's already owned by someone else, and you're just throwing your money away in regards to while you could be save some of that money to buy your own place. I mean, yeah, it's going to be very tough that you're going to have to deal with a lot of stuff like water and electricity bills, but nonetheless, that's still your own place. That is yours. That you're not giving your money away to just live another month on someone else's property. No. This is yours, 100%. And in regards to, at least in the state of Washington, the cost of living has gone through the roof. Housing is such a problem that even Governor Bob Ferguson, our new governor, has actually tried to address this problem, saying that he intends to construct 2 million new units by the end of his term. That's how bad the situation here is in the state of Washington. And honestly, and the idea of living in an apartment is just, it's not very popular amongst young men. Again, we want our own agency. And it doesn't help with the fact that even with low income apartments, they cost a lot. In fact, I recall when I was trying to look up a new apartment that it costs $1,200 at least the lowest, which is why I've been staying at my mom's house, because I pay rent of $700 a month. I basically saved myself $500, but nonetheless, that's a big chunk of change, and I honestly don't earn that much money at work. Now comes probably one of the the biggest issue, and that is trying to have relationships, specifically having wives. Now, I know that David Hogg like to talk about how young men just want to get back home, relax, and get laid, and that sort of thing. And here's the thing. Would we like to relax? Absolutely. But only when we complete these three things that I'm going to be talking to you about. And do we like sex? Yes, but it's worthless when it's not someone that you care about, that that will stay with you for the rest of your life. When we want wives or girlfriends, we want that to be a significant someone. We want that to be someone who has our kids and contributes to the relationship and contributes to raising said kids. It's not that hard. And us guys, we don't really like the kind of women who are, but honestly, very bratty. And you guys know the ones that I'm talking about, the ones that are just basically very condescending, very self-righteous, those kinds of people that think that they want everything to cater to them. We do not want those kinds of people. What we do want is a woman that, again, contributes to the relationship, and of course, they're attractive, and they're not the center of the universe. Yes, we want them to call us out on our bullshit whenever we do something stupid, and we want to do the same to them. But, and I clarify, but it's not meant to be condescending to each other. It's meant to help us out. That's it. And again, and just to reiterate, we want that significant someone to help raise kids. And that is also in regards to the agency as well as our legacy. We want to leave something behind on this earth once we die to carry on our legacy. And I'm pretty sure to an extent women feel that way as well. Because fatherhood and motherhood, both of those are very, very important. Now, I want to iterate. I don't currently have a girlfriend. I don't currently have a wife or kids. But I do understand a lot of people want that kind of woman that I just talked about. Someone who is not condescending, someone who does not talk down to you, but someone who is an equal with you in the relationship, a counterpart. That's the gist of it. And finally, and this is in regards to the economy, jobs. And I don't mean simply just pick any other job, because there are a lot of jobs in the all across the United States. But is it really the kind of job that not only you would like, but something that you would be able to progress at? A lot of the times, no. In fact, I currently work at Amazon, and in the next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday on the 14th, but on June 21st, that's going to be my 5th year anniversary of having to work there, and trust me, it's shit. And the pay is, and I would argue, I should be paid a higher wage. And it's basically, I don't feel like not only do I feel like I'm not advancing it within the company itself, I am not doing, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything worth of a purpose. Because I basically do the same jobs at the outbound department every single day for the last 5 years. Rinse and repeat. I try to deal with the totes. I try to deal with transship, induct, going inside of containers to build walls made out packages, etc., etc., etc. I've been doing all of that for the last 5 years. And I don't feel like I have a purpose there. I feel like I'm a cog in the machine. I feel like I can be easily replaced. Honestly, the only reason why I'm there is because I want to continue earning a wage. Again, it's not a large one, but nonetheless, it's still better than nothing. And besides, I'm actually trying to improve myself in a way where I'm deciding to get a new job, specifically within the federal government. And hopefully, just hopefully, I will be able to get that job. And it's specifically Customs and Border Protection. I'm not going to go into much details, but overall, I chose that because not only would it be giving me a purpose in serving my country, I feel like I could actually advance within that organization. That's the gist of it. That's the 3 things that I mentioned to you, which, in all honesty, should be very easy to complete. And by the way, I'm just only one man. I have my own dreams and ambitions. I have my own ability, my own job that I really want to do. And just a lot of people are completely different with me. But overall, we have those 3 characteristics that we really want. We want a house, we want our own property, we want a loving wife and the ability to have kids, and we want to have a job not only that we love, not only that we have a purpose in, but also one we can advance in. Because in all honesty, that's not what we're getting right now. And I don't think it's very hard for anyone to understand this. In fact, I think that this is these 3 things are actually pretty reasonable in regards to me being a 28-year-old man. That's about the gist of it. But apparently, for some damn reason, this is so hard to communicate. And it's not just like with the Democratic Party where I told you guys about how they're establishing a project of how to talk to young men, which for some goddamn reason it's worth $20 million to do. No. It's a lot of other people, including there was an interview on Fox News between Tommy Lauren and Laura Ingraham, and even they, who are conservatives like me, or at least supposed conservatives, they don't get young men. They don't get it. They don't understand why we feel disaffected, why we feel disenfranchised, why we just kind of hate the situation that we're currently in. And that's the whole gist of why I'm making this video. I'm making this video so that maybe those who actually want to understand this problem, actually hear it from someone who is a man, who is dealing with some similar problems of his own. I hope that making this video actually goes on and hopefully convinces a lot of people to not only get their act together in regards to actually, instead of talking to young men, listening to them, but also to do something to help with those issues. because Lord only knows. We definitely need someone to help us out. We really do. That's all. Again, that's all we ever want. Just listen to young men like me. My name is Noah Meehan on The Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below or directly message me. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak or any of my improv, whatever, please post in the comment section down below. Thank you.